Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to deploy your Vite React project to Vercel in just a few minutes. By the end of this video, you'll have your project live on the internet, free and fast. Before we start, you got to make sure you have Node.js and Git installed. Also make sure you have a GitHub and Vercel account.
Deploying Vite on Vercel? Sure. It's like taking your cat to a dog show. It'll work, but you know where its heart really is. Now, you got to have your project in hand. If you already have one, you can skip this part. Otherwise, let's create one using Vite.
There are a few different commands you can use to scaffold a Vite project depending on your package manager. In our case, we'll use npm. After running the command, you'll be prompted to enter a project name. We'll go with Vite on Vercel. Next, you'll choose a framework. We'll select React. Finally, you'll pick a variant. I'm choosing TypeScript since it's becoming the industry standard, but you can go with whatever you prefer. Once you've made your selections, Vite will scaffold a starter template in a folder named after your project. The CLI will then guide you to navigate into that folder and run npm install to download all the required packages. After the packages have been successfully installed, we can use the Vite run command to open our local server, and we can preview our project on the browser. What you'll want to do now is create a GitHub repository. This step is more than just a formality. It's essentially your project's home in the cloud, the place where your code will live, breathe, and occasionally throw tantrums when you forget a semicolon. By having your code stored on GitHub, you're making it incredibly easy for Vercel to access it later in the deployment process. Think of GitHub as the bridge between your local machine and the internet. Without it, Vercel would be left standing on the shore, waving sadly at your code from a distance. Next, you'll need to initialize Git in your project directory and push it to the GitHub repository you just created. This process involves running a few Git commands. Nothing scary, I promise. In fact, these commands are so common you could practically learn them over a weekend, or even faster if you type faster than your coffee kicks in. You'll be telling Git, hey, track my project, then committing your changes and finally sending them up to GitHub where they can live safely in the cloud, ready for Vercel to fetch in the next step. Finally, after pushing our code to GitHub, we can head over to vercel.com and log in. If you've already connected Vercel to your GitHub account, importing your repository is a button away. Vercel will usually detect that you're using Vite automatically, but if it doesn't, you can set things manually. Framework preset, Vite. Root directory, selected if your project isn't at the top level. Build command, npm run build. Output directory, dist. Once that's set, just click deploy, and in a few seconds your project will be live for the whole world to see. And that's it! You've just deployed your Vite React app to Vercel. If this was helpful, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe for more dev tutorials, and I'll see you in the next one.